Shoemaker with your 420 minute. This has been quite a week. This week, my father passed away yesterday afternoon after a long battle with dementia, and then just all the side effects that dementia can bring. And then I think it came in the mail on Friday, but I didn't open it until today, actually. But my divorce has moved to the next level, if you will, and I received dates from the court. So I kind of wanted to get trapped this week in, and maybe you felt this way before as well, but I kind of wanted to get trapped in, why, God? Why? I get that none of us gets out of here alive, but why did my dad have to suffer? Why did he have to go through so much to get to the other side? Why couldn't my marriage work? What did I do? What did I not do? If you're all in control and you can do all things, part of me really wanted to get into that frame of mind, but I didn't let myself. Instead, I started thinking about, like for instance with my father, I started thinking about the fact that my mother passed away nearly 3 years ago, and my brother and I have been blessed with this time with my father, even though his disease was quite progressed. Without my mother, it gave us a new and different and larger perspective of our father, of who he is, who he was, what he stood for. We wouldn't have had that time had God taken my father sooner, or maybe easier or gentler. I started thinking about all the wonderful caregivers that have come into my father's life, who loved my father deeply without ever really knowing who Jack was, because by the time they met him, his dementia had taken over. But I could tell through their stories that his spirit shined through. At one point yesterday morning, because my brother and I had really been keeping up a vigil since about Tuesday, and I was pretty exhausted, and I went to, the little sunroom or whatever, and I found a window, and I was looking out the window, and I was really asking God, why? I mean, what do we need to do here? Who do we need to bring in here? Who does he need to say goodbye to? Am I supposed to be learning something? Is he supposed to be learning something? What is the deal? And I was a little frustrated, and I just felt this wash over me. I'm working. Takes a little while for the body to shut down, Deneen. We have to believe that God is working, even when we don't feel it or see it. I mean, you don't have to, but I do know the shift in my attitude when I heard those words. So, I guess my thought for you this week is, yes, you can choose to get embroiled in all of the things that go wrong in our lives, all of the heartache, all of the suffering. Or you can choose, amidst all the inevitable suffering, to see God at work in the faces and the hearts of the people around you. Even even with my divorce, it was sad to get that date, but the promise of regeneration is what I'm holding on to. You know, you can't choose your circumstances. You can't choose how you get out of this life, for the most part. If you let, divinity, I guess, take over, you can't. But what you can choose is your attitude. You can choose what you allow your mind to think on, right? Those are the things that you can choose. I want to end today with Ecclesiastes. It comes out of chapter 3, A Time for Everything. That gets read a lot at funerals, but I actually want to go a few verses deeper. Yet, in verse 11, God has made everything beautiful for its own time. He has planted eternity in the human heart, but even so, people cannot see the whole scope of God's work from beginning to end. So I concluded there's nothing better than to be happy, attitude, and enjoy ourselves as long as we can. So I've concluded to be happy and to enjoy myself as long as I can. I hope this has been helpful. Grace and peace, my friend.